see my face and if you guys can hear my voice, drop the 777 in the chat. We're about to kick this call off right here and right now. Super excited to be here with you guys. Before we even get started with this entire call, I want to ask you guys really quick, drop in the group chat where it is that you guys are tuning in from. Where are you tuning in from? What city, what state, what country? I know we have people from all around the world. New York, LA, California, Vancouver. Hey, that's lit. I'm going to Washington here in a few days. Seattle, Portland. We got people from literally all over the United States. And so I'm super excited, guys. Somebody invited you guys on this call tonight because they like you, trust you, respect you, and they're extremely excited to share some information with you. My name is Matthew Cruz. I'm a 25-year-old entrepreneur. I'm from Seattle, Washington, currently living in Miami, Florida. Right now, I'm in the middle of a tour, actually out here in Dallas, Texas. We just got done with our Academy's international convention. We actually had 5,600 people from all around the world tune in to an event where we talked about wealth creation, where we talked about financial literacy, where we talked about breaking generational curses and creating generational wealth. And I have never seen so many people winning on a big scale. I have never seen so many average people, people with not a lot of money, people with not a lot of time put in a position to win other than what it is with what we're doing right here, right now. And I'm telling you guys right here, right now, I'm not going to get crazy in depth with my story today, but 2 years within this company, by following the system, been blessed to literally hit the top 1% of income earners within this company and have complete freedom. What's complete freedom? Complete freedom is, number one, financial freedom, being able to have, being able to buy what you want when you want. But what's way more important than money is time freedom, being able to do what you want, when you want, where you want. So to say that this has changed my life would be an understatement. And I'm telling you guys right now that information has the ability to change your situation. So if you have an open mind, when you hear what's about to take place, then I promise you that this can change your entire life. And so with that being said, guys, I'm going to get out of the way of greatness. And the individual that I'm about to bring up for this entire call is one of the top earners in this entire company. Somebody who has built a massive organization within the West Coast and now expanding all over the United States and is now expanding internationally. And, she's somebody that I met as a complete stranger through social media. It's crazy. We're living in the most socially connected generation that this world has ever seen. But I don't believe in coincidences. And we got connected. And, about a year ago, she made that decision to say yes. And it's crazy to see not only how far she's come over the last year. I'm not going to get too in depth with her story because she's about to share it with you guys. But at the time she was pursuing getting her master's, she was, working at one of the best radio stations out there in the LA area. She was, she's a singer and a songwriter, and she found the time, part-time, to get involved with this and create a massive income for herself, but most importantly, help a lot of other people. She's not only somebody that I look up to, but she's become one of my best friends. And I promise you that you want to be taking notes. Anything that she says, anything that this individual touches turns to gold each and every single time. You want to be taking notes and you want to be paying very close attention because I'm telling you guys that she's about to drop the sauce for you guys. So with that being said, I'm going to pass it over to you. Mandi, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we're good to go.
Perfect. Guys, do me a favor. Drop some sevens in the chat for Matthew Cruiser. Drop some sevens in the chat for Matthew Cruiser because this man changed my life. Changed my life, right? Like he just told you guys, a random stranger on the internet literally gave me the opportunity of a lifetime. And I remember sitting on a call like this, just like the rest of you guys. And I had a lot going on. And to be real with you, I was in a really tough place. So welcome to the call. Whoever is on this call, right? You could have been doing anything. It's Sunday, right? I'm actually in Texas. I'm originally from LA. I could have been doing anything, but I'm here because this opportunity, this solution has actually changed my life. Right? And what God could do for one, he can do for all. Do me a favor, drop a 1 in the chat if you believe if what God could do for one, he could do for all, right? I'm here today, right? To really just give you guys the information that changed my situation indefinitely, right? So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen, right? Welcome to the call. You guys could have been playing video games. You could have been on Instagram, but you're here trying to change your situation for the better. Right. And so I'm super excited to just kind of give you guys a little glimpse on who I am and where I'm from before I get started and jump right into the information. Right. so you guys can have a little background about my story. So my name's Mandi. I am a 25-year-old entrepreneur from Los Angeles, California, born and raised in California, right? If anybody's from Cali on this call, I saw some people were dropping LA in the chat, right? You know that Los Angeles is the #1 for entertainment, right? And so I'm a singer and a songwriter, and I grew up and I had big dreams, big goals, right? And I always felt like I was destined for more. I always felt like I was going to be the person to help break generational curses in my family. Like I was going to be the person to take my mom out of her job and retire her, right? If you guys want to retire your mom, drop a 7 in the chat. Drop a 7 in the chat. You're trying to retire your parents, right? Drop a 7 in the chat. You're trying to retire yourself. If you're just sick and tired of being sick and tired. Guys, I came straight out of high school, went into college. I was always told, Mandi, go to school, get good grades, go to college, right? Work hard and things will pay off. And guys, that's what I did. I went to college, right? I had a really rough upbringing. It wasn't the worst, but it wasn't the best. I saw a lot of adversity at a young age. And I told myself, you know what? I'm going to be the one that puts my head down, focuses on the books, and gets myself out of this situation. So fast forward, right, to college, I got a bachelor's degree in 4 years, the top women's university in Los Angeles. And I got a bachelor's degree in business marketing. And I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. I walked around college feeling like, please tell me what path should I take? I went from being a nursing major to a psychology major, and that's okay. We all change our minds and we all kind of walk around feeling this way. But what scared me is that I couldn't make up my mind fast enough. And it felt like life was passing me by and I was getting nowhere fast and I was paying a lot of money. I was getting really, really, really deep into debt. But nonetheless, I kept going. I persevered, right? Because that's what I was told to do. To go to school and get good grades and go to college. And then my magic dream job would be waiting at the end. Well, here's the sad reality, guys. I was 22 years old with a bachelor's degree in Los Angeles, and nobody wanted to pay me more than minimum wage with a bachelor's degree. And so what did I do? I went back to school and I got a master's. At the age of 24, I had a master's degree in the music business. Why am I telling you guys this? I'm telling you guys this because I went the traditional route, and there's nothing wrong with school. If you guys are on this call and you're going to school, that's amazing. Honestly, I salute you because I know that it's a grind. But for me, it was really disappointing when I got to the end of my journey with a master's degree that nobody was willing to pay me even close to what I was paying for my education. Do me a favor. If you have student debt, type a 7 in the chat. If you are deep in student debt and you still don't know what you're going to do with your job, or type a 7 in the chat if you went to school and you're not even using your degree anymore. Guys, that was me, right? And one thing I love is I love freedom. I wanted the ability to do what I wanted and go where I wanted and hang out with who I wanted whenever I wanted. I love to travel. I love extreme sports. I love to see the world, and I love music. But the thing that I was missing was freedom, time freedom. And so Cruiser actually came into my life, right? He had hit the top 1% of income earners in this entire opportunity. He came into my life and he showed me something that changed my life forever. He showed me a digital platform that was helping hundreds of thousands of people all around the world, right? Change their situation, change their bank accounts from the comfort of their home. Do me a favor, type the word freedom in the chat. Type the word freedom in the chat, right? I came into this opportunity and I knew nothing except what I learned in school. I knew nothing about financial literacy. I knew nothing about managing my money, and I knew nothing about time freedom because I never had it, right? I was working really hard for somebody else's dream. But when I came into this platform, I was able to see so many young people winning, so many young people doing something different, and it inspired me. Type the word inspired in the chat. Type the word inspired, right? People either act out of 2 reasons, inspiration or desperation. And guess what, guys? I was both. I was desperate and inspired. And so I saw this company get featured on Forbes and Yahoo Finance and entrepreneur.com. I saw huge, huge, huge names partnering with this company. And I thought, man, I better pay attention to this, right? I better pay attention into learning how to make my money make more money. If you guys believe that you learning how to make your money work for you is an asset, type a 7 in the chat. If you can see the value in making your money work for you, type a 7 in the chat. If you no longer want to work for money and want money to increase and flow to you abundantly, type a 7 in the chat. Guys, let me teach you something they never taught me in school, right? I paid $100,000 for a business degree. Nobody ever taught me about business. Let me teach you something. Who here on this call has ever heard of the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad? If you guys have heard about that book, if you've read that book, you would know that it's the #1 financial literacy, financial education book in the world by Robert Kiyosaki. And in the book, he talks about how there's 4 different ways to make money. See, most of us that are sitting here right now on this Zoom call, you work for someone else, and there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, today, it's a blessing. If you have a job, consider yourself blessed. For me, I didn't want to work for somebody else's dream anymore. I felt that I needed to start becoming the CEO of my life. If I was going to clock in and out for somebody else's dream from 9 to 5, I was going to go home and work from 5 to 9 on my dream so I could be the CEO of my life and I could live a life by design, guys. A life by design, not a life by default that somebody else designed for me, right? See, my sister decided to go off and be the 35%. She works for herself. She's an esthetician. Unfortunately, because of this pandemic, I watched this woman cry because her business almost got shut down because she realized she wasn't essential. People who work for themselves, they're hardworking people. These are beauticians, our barbers, our estheticians, our nail techs, our lash techs, right? And these people got put in a really sticky situation when COVID happened. Then we have our business owners. My uncle's a business owner. He owns a bicycle store, bicycle shop, right? These are the 4%. Being a business owner is a great thing to do because you have systems work for you, but I always wanted to become the 1%. Everybody type 1% in the chat. If you are on this call right now and you stay till the end, if you're on this call right now and you watch this, whether it's live or a recording later, if you watch this till the end, it's because you want to be the 1%. If you get off this call before the end of the call, it's probably because you don't want to be there, and that's okay. Okay. But I saw the value in making my money work for me and becoming the 1%. Guys, realize this: 95% of us in the world, we make up only 5% of the entire world's wealth. This is why a lot of us can't get ahead, and we stay lower class, and we stay middle class, and we stay poor, right? But here's what's the crazy thing that nobody ever told me while I was in school. 5% of people in this world, the investors and the business owners, they make up 95% of the entire world's wealth. Can you guys imagine all 155 of us on this call right now splitting 5% of a pizza? Absolutely ridiculous. And so this is something they never taught me about how money works in college. But I'm here to not only talk to you guys about how money works, I'm here to show you guys how to become the 1%. Right? The average millionaire has 7 streams of income. I want everybody right now to think, how many do you have? Because when I sat on this call, I had 1. Lots and lots and lots and lots of liabilities, not a lot of assets. And that's the reason we can't get ahead. And so I'm going to show you guys on this call how to become a millionaire. I'm going to show you guys on this call how to generate 5 streams of income within one opportunity. Okay? So let's start off with the first 4, right? Being an investor. Everybody that's on this call, do me a favor. If you've ever heard the word Forex in your life, type a 7 in the chat. I had never heard this word before. I didn't know what the foreign exchange market was. And someone came up to me and told me about this market years ago. And I thought, for what? For who? What is that? I thought all the rich people are on the stock market. They're on Wall Street. Did you guys know, right? Here's what's crazy. Here's what's crazy. The foreign exchange market is a $6 to $7 trillion a day market. It is 10 times bigger than the stock market, and it's recession proof. And here's the craziest thing about it. All of us participate in it, even when you didn't know. When you went to Mexico, you went to Europe, you went to Greece, you went to Japan, wherever it is that you traveled out of the country, when you exchange one form of currency for another, you are participating in the foreign exchange market. And here is the best part. This is what really woke me up. The banks actually already trade your money in the foreign exchange market and duplicate your money for you. They make your money grow, right? Meanwhile, your money is just sitting there waiting for you in a savings account. See, I was always taught to make money and save money, but nobody told me to duplicate my money. Nobody taught me to make my money work for me. And this is what I'm here to show you guys today, right? We have regular Forex. This is where you can, I call it sleep money. You can make money in your sleep. We have high frequency Forex for anybody that's on this call that doesn't have a lot of time. If you only have an hour a day, but you're looking to change your financial situation, right? You're gonna love HFX, right? Time-based trading, making money in minutes. What if I told you that you could make what you make in an hour in a minute? What if I told you that? You're like, oh, she's capping. No, I'm not, right? How many of you guys have ever heard of Bitcoin? Type a 7 in the chat you've ever heard of Bitcoin. If you've never heard of Bitcoin, you're probably living under a rock. I don't even know how you got to this call today. Guys, I had the ability to invest in Bitcoin when it was at about $5,000 a coin. And you know what I did? I didn't do it. I was skeptical. You know what I realized though? When you're broke and skeptical, it's really not a good mix. Guys, do me a favor. Type the word fool in a chat. Type the word fool. I was a fool. I was a fool. I should have gotten into Bitcoin when it was $5,000 a coin. When I heard about it, had I done that, my situation would have been much different. But now I'm thinking and acting a lot smarter, right? Here's what's crazy. In addition to Bitcoin, tell me, have any of you guys ever heard of Fashion Nova, right? E-commerce. Building a business, an online business online. How many of you guys are wearing Fashion Nova right now to all my ladies and men? Type of one in the chat. Right? So I'm here to actually show you guys how to become an investor, how to become the 1%, how to make sure to make your money work for you, right? Without having to clock in and out, without having to be in two places at once, right? So let's start off with Forex, right? Going back to the foreign exchange market. I saw a chart, guys, and I was very skeptical and I was very reluctant, right? Because I was a little bit scared. Why? Because I'm not a math person. I don't like analytical things. I'm not analytical. I'm not a math person. I'm not a graph person. But you know what I can do? I can count money. If you can count money, type some dollar signs in the chat. Right? All I needed to know was that I needed to buy low in the market and sell high. Right? The crazy thing is, right, we have an academy that's going to show you guys step by step how to make money in this market. Even if you don't know anything, you can start off as a rookie and become a professional. I've only been doing this, guys, for about 7-8 months, right? And I've been able to change my entire situation financially, learn a skill set that's going to pay me for a lifetime, and build a business in a pandemic when everybody else was just giving up. Okay? You have to have options. Everybody type the word options in the chat. Options. Okay? Here's the second option. High frequency Forex. Now, what is that? HFX is time-based trading, you guys. This is my favorite way for the brand new person to get involved, right? Options. Binary options. You can literally buy low and sell high by pushing buttons. You can make money in minutes. If you're someone that doesn't have a lot of time, if I have any parents on this call and you really want to just get your bag, open your laptop, get your bag and move on, this is the best option for you, right? But for everybody that's on this call that is very interested in long-term investments, in what cryptocurrency is doing right now, we have the DCX Academy. We have a way for you to actually learn and earn with the top cryptocurrency traders in the world, guys. If I told you right now that you could sit with the #1 cryptocurrency trader in the world and copy his trades, would you feel confident? Yes or yes? Type it in the chat. Of course, right? Crypto Picasso, one of the top educators, one of the top cryptocurrency traders in the world, right? Trades Bitcoin. He is the GOAT, is one of our educators on this platform. And because of this opportunity, you can actually sit there, learn and earn with him and make money with him, right? As a brand new person knowing nothing. And that changed the game for me. See, guys, a mentor is a shortcut to success. And all of you guys get to see a huge shortcut to success here because we're taking all of the confusion. We're taking all of the extra time, right, that we spend on YouTube University trying to figure things out, and we're simplifying it. Right? A lot of you guys said you'd already heard of Fashion Nova. Did you guys know Fashion Nova started off as an e-commerce store? They're now in malls all over the world. You can list items that you love, right? Without having to store them in your garage and ship them and package them. And every time you pick an item and put it in your store, when someone buys it, when you sell that item, you can make a profit and you'll just hear a little cha-ching on your phone, which will let you know that you've been profitable. Now, let's talk about what the Academy can really do for you, right? This Academy came into my life at a time where I was looking to learn this skill set, but I wanted to learn from the best of the best, right? This is the Harvard of trading, guys. There is nobody bigger than us. This is the #1 trading platform in the world. There is nobody bigger than us. There is nobody better than us. There is nobody with more educators. There is nobody with more strategies than us. And you have the ability to choose from products and services and academies to help you simplify everything. Everybody type in the chat, simple. Type the word simple. If you're the type of person that needs people to make it super, super simple, you're in the right place at the right time. For real. I'm the type of person that needs it to be so dummy simple. I'm the one who buys the Cooking for Dummies book, right? And the Finances for Dummies book. That's me, right? Because I need it to be simple. So our Academy is going to simplify everything for you. It's going to teach you not only how to copy and paste other people so that you can become profitable, but it's going to teach you to master this market and learn how to build real wealth and freedom within one opportunity. This is not going to just give you the answers, guys. It's going to teach you how to find the answers on your own, right? Have you guys ever heard that saying? We're not just going to give you a fish. We're going to teach you to fish for life. That's such a powerful thing because once you have a skill set, everybody type the word skill set in the chat. When you have a skill set, nobody can take that away from you. Realize that. You can pass it on for generations to come. You can continue to make money whether or not COVID happens, whether or not there's a recession. If I told you guys that you were learning a recession-proof skill set, do you see how that could be valuable to you? Heck yes, because a lot of us realize we're not essential. You know what is essential? Multiple sources of income, being able to protect yourself no matter what, being able to protect your family, being able to have time freedom, being able to do what you want, when you want, where you want, and being able to make your money grow. That's essential. Type the word essential in the chat. That is essential. And I realized that. I realized that when I was at my radio job, when I was working for the top radio stations in LA, when I was working my butt off for somebody else's dream, and I was told, you can go home, you're not essential. Doesn't matter how much time and effort you put into this, right? So let me show you guys, right? I showed you a service that's going to teach you, which is the Academy, right? Let me show you guys a service that's going to mentor you. How many of you guys have ever looked for, wanted, or heard that you needed a mentor? Type a 2 in the chat. If you've ever read a book, Think and Grow Rich, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, if you've ever read any successful billionaire's book, one thing you'll never miss is that they all had a mentor. Why? Because you get to learn from the best of the best. Because you get to learn from somebody that's gone the way, that knows the way, that can show you the way, right? And so here's the best thing that I realized. When you have the ability to shadow someone that has the success that you want, when you have the ability to have a shortcut to success and mirror somebody that knows what to do, you will be successful, because if you walk and talk like they talk, you will get the results that they have. So this Academy gives you the ability to learn from 8-figure traders live on your own time, 6 to 8-figure earners in digital entrepreneurship on your own time. Can you believe that? You have the ability to learn at night, in the morning, right? During work, on your phone, on the go, on a plane, anywhere, whenever you want to. And you don't have anybody telling you when to clock in and clock out. See, a lot of us are trained at a really young age, I was too, to have an employee mindset, to wait for somebody to tell you when to work, when to stop, when to take a break, and when to take a lunch. If you're ready to become the CEO of your life, type CEO in the chat. If you could see the value, in doing work when you feel like it and making money when you feel like it, type CEO in the chat. Guys, I'm giving you the ability, the blueprint to become the CEO of your life, okay? So a service that's going to teach you, the Academy, a service that's going to mentor you, the Go Lives, right? A service that's going to make you money. This is my favorite part. Guys, how many of you guys copied in high school? Type a 1 in the chat. Type a 1 in the chat if you ever copied in high school, right? If you're a copier, it's okay if you copied the smartest person in the room, right? If you copied the smartest person in class. How many of you guys ever got in trouble for copying? Type a 2. How many of you guys ever got in trouble for copying? Look, guys, I'm gonna show you guys a way to, all you guys are having flashbacks, right? High school, oh my God. I'm gonna show you a way to copy, but you're not copy, paste, profit, but you're not going to get in trouble. See, we have ways for you to profit on the go. We are sent trades every single day by master traders. Everybody buy XRP. Just kidding. This is old. Don't do it. Where it tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to get in, when to get out. If I told you to copy 3 numbers and to paste them in an app, right, where you could actually make money and you could profit from making money, do you see that how that can change your situation? If you could plug in with an expert and profit on the go, do you see how that can change your situation? Yes or yes in the chat. Of course. So we have the ability to learn from 200 educators in 12 different languages. We have over 2,000 hours that you can watch on your own time. But my favorite part about this, guys, is the freedom to go wherever I want and make money on the go. Guys, I got on a plane ride the other day, got off and made 50 bucks on the plane ride. How many of you guys have ever got paid to get on a plane ride and just sit and knock out? Not a lot of us. So we're going to make this simple for you. Okay, we're going to teach you a strategy, right? And we're going to show you at your fingertips how simple it can be to make money digitally, especially in 2021. If you guys have seen and you know that there's a wealth transfer in the world, if you see and you know that the world is changing digitally, right? We're going everywhere and we're scanning menus. We're not giving business cards. We're giving people our Instagram, right? If you guys can see the world changing to be completely digital, type a 1 in the chat. If you, right, feel like you're in the future. Remember 10 years ago, all of us were like, well, there's gonna be flying cars. Have you guys seen Teslas? People are like sleeping in their cars, driving it for them. And it's crazy because it's just gonna keep progressing. Just like Bitcoin, it's just gonna keep going up and up and up and up. And the digital era is gonna keep getting better, okay? So when I looked for something like this, when I looked for a way to learn this skill set, guys, I looked on the internet, I talked to people, I was searching for a mentor, and all I was finding were trading courses that were gonna cost me thousands of dollars, literally $5,000 for a weekend in Seattle to learn trading, to learn about digital entrepreneurship. Right before this, I was very interested in real estate. I would go to these real estate conventions and people were trying to charge me $50,000 to get involved with the real estate company. And guys, I was with it. That's how desperate I was to change my situation. Like I said before, broke and skeptical really don't mix. They don't. Because a closed mind equals closed pockets. And I was open to change. If you guys are open to change, right? If you believe that you need a little bit of change in your life, type a 1 in the chat. If you're here on this call because you're looking to better yourself and change your situation positively, type a 1 in the chat and realize the person that invited you on this call, you got to thank them. Because all my friends be hitting me up to spend money. Nobody ever hits me up and says, Mandi, I have a way to make money, right? Instead, a stranger, Mr. Matthew Cruiser, reached out to me and he showed me this opportunity. And like I said, it's changing my situation. I'm making money just talking to you guys right now, okay? So I looked for the average trading course. And the biggest question I get from people all the time is, how can I get started, Mandi? I see your life changing. I saw you go from 0 to 60. How can I get started, right? And what tripped me out is I was willing to pay thousands of dollars to get started. And all I had to do was make a 3-figure investment into myself in order to learn an 8-figure skill set. Guys, it's only $325 on our elite package, right, to get started. But I'm going to show you guys how you can get your education for free. Type the word free in the chat if you like things that are free. If you like free stuff, right? Any of you guys ever complained at the restaurant and got a free meal? I'm sure you complain a lot now, right? Because you love free stuff. If it's free, it's for me. Free is for me. Yes, yes, yes. Guys, $325, what does that cover? It covers the access to the foreign exchange market, high frequency Forex, digital currency. You get it all. This is valued at like $1,500 and you're getting it for $325. It is only, right, only $274 a month. This tripped me out, right? Because we spend more money on shoes these days. How many of you guys got Nikes on right now? How many of you guys got some Air Forces on, right? We spend more money on shoes. We spend more money on nights we can't remember. If you guys are buying Don Julio, you're probably spending more on a bottle, right? But here's the best part. If you're balling on a budget, which was me when I got started, guys, to be really, really transparent, open, and honest with you, I was super, super broke. And the fact that I didn't have $235 to my name was a big problem. It was a problem, but the fact that I didn't have it, it was such a big problem to me that I was like, wow, I really need to change my situation. So to get started with the basic package, if you just want to learn about one market, right? If you just want to learn about HFX or you just want to learn about crypto, right? It's only $235 and the monthly is $175. But once again, I'm going to show you guys how to get this for free monthly, right? So this is my favorite part of the entire presentation. Why? Because this really changed my life for the better. Before this, I didn't mention to you guys this to you guys before, but I was actually a coach and I used to coach a group of kids and it was the best job ever because I felt like I was making an impact. I felt like I was helping people. I felt like I had a purpose, right? If you guys feel like helping people is part of your purpose, type a 1 in the chat. If you're someone that loves to help people, if you really want to make a difference in this world, type a 1 in the chat. Guys, that was me. And so what was crazy is when I came into this business, I didn't have the 235. I came up with a way to get the money. And then I decided to just post this and show my journey with some of my friends. And just like Cash App, Uber, and all these other companies, Fashion Nova, right? We have to use these codes to refer people to different things every single day. But when we do, we're really either never compensated or only compensated once. The CEO of our company realized the average person didn't even have money to trade with, let alone money to put into learning the skill set. So he created a compensation plan where you can actually partner with the company, right? And build a business successfully from home by becoming an independent business owner. Guys, this is a huge tax write-off, right? It's one of the most forgiving professions in the world is to be an independent business owner when it comes to taxes. And you just signing up is going to save you thousands of dollars at the end of the year. Okay, so let me kind of go into the way that it works. When you come into this, if you have a couple of friends that are interested in learning how to make their money, make more money, right? For me, it was my mom, my sister, my best friend, right? The company says, look, if you share this with 3 people that you know, that you love, that you trust, and they want to get involved on their own decision, on their own terms, we are going to pay you $150 residually, right? Every single month. How many of you guys know the importance of residual income? Type a 7 in the chat if you know the importance of residual income. Residual income, right? The word rich, it stands for residual income creates happiness. Why do I say that? Because residual income is passive income. It's like mailbox money, right? Nipsey Hussle, right? He's no longer around, but he's getting paid every single month, every single week when his music gets played, right? Residual income. Income that you can do work one time and get paid a lifetime, right? How many of you guys would like to get paid every single Friday like clockwork for work you did years ago? All of us, right? But here's the best part. That's not even the best part. The best part is the first rank in the company, right? And this is completely optional, this entire side of the business, right? But I'm giving you guys an overview of everything. If you want to come into this and you just want to trade, awesome. If you just want to do e-commerce, awesome. If you want to do this in addition to that, awesome. But I'm giving you guys a full overview of the entire company so you can make an educated decision. Type the word educated in the chat, right? Because I'm here to educate you, right? The second rank in the company is my favorite rank. Why? Because most people in this world don't even have an extra $1,000 saved to their name. 75 to 85% of Americans, I believe, don't even have $1,000 saved to their name. Becoming a Platinum 600 allows you to impact 12 people's lives, to help 12 people get out of a financial situation and generate an additional $600 per month, $150 every single Friday. That's an additional $7,800 at the end of the year that you've generated residually, passively. And at this rank in the company, you've now been able to impact 12 people for the better. Thank God for Matthew Cruz. Thank God he went ahead and took me out of my situation, right? But it just gets better and better from there. And this is really what had me leaving my job. Why? Why am I sitting here in front of you guys today with a master's degree, right? Doing as an entrepreneur, when I spent $100,000 on my education. Success leaves clues, guys. Success leaves clues. And when I saw this compensation plan, I had never seen a way for young people to actually generate millions of dollars in compensation, to actually become the 1% of income earners in the world and actually accomplish their goals until I had seen this. Right? So what you guys are looking at is the ability for you to generate anywhere from $150 monthly residually, passively, all the way up to $750,000 a month, right? So from Platinum 150, Platinum 600, from Platinum 600, an extra $1,000 a month, an extra $2,000 a month, an extra $5,000 a month, right? Chairman 10, $10,000 a month. Guys, I've only been doing this about 7-8 months, and I'm about to hit Platinum 5,000 in the next 24 hours. Can you see how that can change your situation? Type a yes in the chat. Type a yes in the chat, right? If that doesn't make you excited for your future, wow, I really don't know what else will. This is something that can impact the masses. Like I said, this side of the business is completely optional, but if you see two $20 bills sitting on the floor, I hope you guys pick up both bags, right? Not just one. In the beginning, I told you guys 7 streams of income, right? The average millionaire has 7 streams of income. I just showed you 5. Now, at the end of this, you can take the information, right? Close your laptop, move on with your day and forget about it. Or you can take it, apply it, and get yourself on the way to making 6, 7, 8 figures. So after seeing this information, there's 3 types of people normally, okay? First person, you're all in. This was me. There was a problem though. I was broke. I was all in, but I was broke, okay? So B person is, but I have questions, but I'm broke. That's okay. Go back to the person who invited you. Let them know your situation. Let them know what is holding you back. Let them know when you plan to get started. Let them know you're going to get the money together. Let them know you have some questions. They'll answer them, right? And make sure that you get your questions answered. The worst thing that you can do is have a question, make up the answer for yourself, and then walk away from an opportunity that could potentially change your life without getting your questions answered. So please get your questions answered. So A, you're all in. B, but you have questions, but you're broke, but whatever your situation is. Or C, you just don't see it. And guys, I'm going to be real with you. There's not one thing for everyone. There isn't. I honestly believe there's tons of ways in 2021 to make money. I personally 100% believe that this is the best way, right? But like I said, we'll see you later. We love you on the way in. We love you on the way out, especially if you don't see it for yourself and you stood from the beginning of this call to the end of the call. Props to you, because that means you're not a quitter, right? So that's amazing. But I want to leave you guys off with 3 questions my mentor asked me when I got started. He said, Mandi, number 1, who do you listen to? And when he asked me that, it was super impactful because I realized that I was listening to my mom and my dad my whole life. And I love my mom and my dad, but they didn't have the success that I wanted. They didn't have the success story that I had, that I needed, right? That I had envisioned. And even though I love my parents, I hated to see them struggle. And I hate to admit it, but I don't think the decisions that they made really made them happy, because they still are in regret, right? My father actually passed away a few years ago, and I remember him living check to check to check to check. And it was so difficult for me to see my mom. She's 64 years old, still working, right? And I'm about to retire my mom. So ask yourself, number 1, who do you listen to? Second question, if not this, then what? I want you to really ponder on that for a second. If not this, then what in 2021 is going to get you financially to the goals that you have to make you a millionaire? And the last question is, if not now, then when? See, guys, I've studied successful people, and what I found is that successful people seldomly change their minds and they make decisions fast. So don't sleep on this. Don't say, I'm going to go do my research, right? This is all you need to make the decision that you need. You have to just make the decision. It's a yes or a no. So go back to the person that invited you and say, hey, I'm all in, or I'm broke, or hey, this isn't for me, but thank you for the opportunity. And really make sure that you thank them for inviting you. Because at the end of the day, like I said before, a lot of people call my phone and they give me opportunities to spend my money, to waste my money, but nobody really calls me and gives me opportunities to make my money, or make my money make more money. So I'm going to type my Instagram in the chat, guys. If you want to connect with me, if you have any questions at all about this opportunity, about this business, you feel free to reach out to me. I will respond to you, right? I'd love to connect with you. And I really am excited for every single person on this call, because I said at the beginning of this call, if you stood till the end, it's because you are a hustler and you are someone that is going to work hard and is going to change your life and is trying to really break generational curses. And if you're sitting on this call right now and you want to be a millionaire, you're at the right place at the right time, right? There's a huge, huge, huge opportunity here. So at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, are you going to sleep on it, or are you going to take it and run and really make all your dreams come true? So thank you guys for honestly just taking the time to see this information and hearing me out. Once again, there's my Instagram, and I'm super excited to see every single person, right, killing it, making money, and accomplishing whatever goals that you have. So I'll talk to you guys later, and have a great night. Peace.